Hi everyone, and welcome back to our podcast, So Many Games to Little Time, where Evangelos and I talk about board games. This is the third episode, which is actually part of a longer episode, our first episode that we recorded, and it took 1 hour, so I cut it up into 4 pieces. This is the third part, and we're talking about all the Kickstarters that we are currently interested in. So this one is slightly shorter, about 22, 23 minutes or something. The next part will be about our main topic, which will be an hour. So stay tuned for that, but enjoy this one. And we'll see you back at the end. I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So then there's like Kickstarters that are coming on the horizon. So
What's it about?
DCeased, because it's Marvel Zombies side.
I'll go there now. The biggest question is what will be the shipping like on this one? Will they go down?
Similar, I imagine.
Same problem.
Yeah, but at least Simon, they'll deliver.
That's right.
It's some other stories that it's a bit different. But aside from that, a lot of people are also really hyped about it.
I'm hoping that at the Simon Expo in Bangkok, they'll be giving details.
That'd be nice. Can I ask about it? Like
At least to see the miniatures, maybe get to see the miniatures.
Yeah. Okay, how about you?
What am I looking forward to? The game called Floe. Have you seen this one?
Yes, I saw. You wrote it down. I have no idea what it is. What's Floe?
I don't know. It's just it's a beautiful, it's a beautiful game. It's the arts by Andrew Bosley. And according to it's a tile placement, area movement, worker placement game. It's just a beautiful game. I don't know if you can see it. Have you seen? You can see.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it's also in full capitals. Floe.
Yeah, Floe.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful game. So I'm looking forward to seeing more about it. But the board looks stunning.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. The art wise gives me Bitoku vibes.
Yes, basically. And they showed up the game off at Essen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just got beautiful minis too. So it's just one of those things. It's just the art of Andrew Bosley, who did one of my favorite games, Everdell.
Yeah,
it's just such an inviting, evocative artwork. This world he creates. He's great creating these worlds, right? He's building.
Well, I'm looking at the Kickstarter comments, the Kickstarter the board BGG comments. And once again, there's a 3,000. Well, no, there's not. Someone says here, probably wait for retail or secondhand Kickstarter copy because it's a new publisher on Kickstarter. So I guess that person got burnt by new publishers before. I'm not sure.
Then again, you wouldn't have Endless Winter. That was the first time publisher, and they knocked it out the park. Right?
I mean, you need to take some risks, right? If it looks good, then if you talk yourself into it, you should. But it looks really nice.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about it because there's no rule book or anything. Is there a rule book? No rule book or anything, but it looks stunning.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that one.
Well, I think maybe there's no rule book could be a good thing because maybe it has some specific mechanics that haven't been done before and they want to not show people until
just yet.
Yeah, exactly. Another one that I'm half excited about is Marvel Dice Throne. So Marvel, Jesus, X-Men. Because I'm saying half and half because when they did Marvel Dice Throne, I was not excited because they didn't ship to Hong Kong because of licensing reasons, and plus they didn't have any sort of campaign or whatever. So it was just pure Dice Throne, and then some of the skills were very similar to basic Dice Throne. So I was like, But then this time you've got Gambit, Rogue, Storm, Iceman, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, Psylocke, and Psylocke, yeah. But this time they introduce missions.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and even has a game board. It has the minis. So most of all, I'm interested about the shipping. I mean, we could still order it locally, but then it's going to take a long time to get it, I think.
So have they said anything about how the missions work?
I didn't find anything about it, but this one is going to start the 17th of October, I think. So we're going to know very quickly.
I wonder if you can hopefully you'll be able to use the other Marvel characters.
Yeah, that would then make more sense, because I always said if Marvel had been produced with the adventures that they did for the regular Dice Throne, then I would have gone all in automatically. because that would be cool that you have like stories and you go through it. Because as you saw in my or as you've seen in my top 100,
Yes.
the Dice Run Adventures is pretty high because it is just so cool to do that. And I think they just took out. They're not doing the campaign anymore. I think it's just missions, like one-offs or whatever. It seems to be like that. Because if it's a campaign, I don't think you'd call it missions.
No, I think it's just something which should be cooperative, perhaps.
Yeah. But then, of course,
who's the big bad then?
Yeah, exactly. They need to have bad guys, right? But of course, in the picture, you don't see them. You only see the heroes. So I'm curious about it. I'm just not crazy about it. So we'll see.
Okay. Me. There's an interesting one coming up called Chaos Cove. Have you seen that one?
No.
That
is with Merchant's Cove?
No, it's a Martin Wallace game as well. But it looks like a bizarre, over-the-top worker placement game. Try and see if you can look it up.
So play an array of retired privateers protecting your home from pirates and barbarians.
It just looks so goofy and wacky, and it just looks like fun.
I definitely like the arts.
Yes.
Art is cool. Oh, and I can see the cover.
The cover. That's Martin Wallace, and I'm just intrigued.
Yeah.
So I'll see how that one goes.
Yeah,
it's on GameFound. They got the starter page, but they don't say a lot of they don't give a lot of details.
Yeah. It says a cooperative game of engine building and resource management. It's bright and colorful, but the gameplay felt a little rote, someone says.
Yeah.
But then, that's someone, we don't know. Somebody else says, very much enjoyed this tight and very interactive worker placement game. It felt very different with 2 and 3 players. At 2 players, the semi-cooperative part of the game really shines.
Yeah, okay, so let's wait and see. So, we'll see what Martin Wallace does. But it just looks almost like a Marvel, like a Nintendo game.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. Could be one, yeah.
Over the top. So yeah, I'm just it's one of those things I'm intrigued. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, the next one that I want to talk about is not going to be much of a surprise, I think, because it has a whopping 37,000 people who are following it. You know which one?
Is it The Witcher?
Yeah, The Witcher Path of Destiny has 37,000 people following. It's crazy. And they even have like an image on the GameFound preview page that says 35,000. It's already up to 37. So basically, they take the stories of The Witcher and they really make them shine. Because as far as I understand, you are all working or all playing together, but it's still competitive. But whoever seems to win gets to will drive the story in certain ways, if I'm not mistaken, because it has a very similar gameplay style as the old world, because you're also playing cards that combo with each other.
Okay.
And when you combo, you get story elements that you can then use to influence the story. But you can also have more abilities, and you have the typical characters, Geralt and Yennefer and Ciri and Dandelion or whatever the name they give him now. So Azizdahl, Vesemir as well. Yeah.
So this time you can be the characters from the text, from the novel.
Game. Yeah. And of course you've got the miniatures again, but this time you can go for the standee version and use the miniatures from the. But yeah, then you don't have Vesemir's face, so that would be sad. And actually, the other ones are not in the game. Yeah, sorry, no. Yeah.
And the solo mode as well.
Yeah, and has different stories, and of course they'll have expansions that probably introduce even more stories to do, to discover. But many people have said that the one of the attractions is that you can play the same story multiple times, and it'll go in different directions because of the mechanics and the choices that you have. So yeah, it's like I said, you collect those specific symbols, and then you can drive the story.
It looks like a very big game for a card game. It looks like a card game that's been expanded. I'm not saying it as a negative. It's just
but you can also see once again minis and everything, and then tug boxes and all that kind of stuff takes up space, right?
It looks so cool though.
Yeah. we'll see when it actually comes out what they'll add and everything. And because if you look at the board presence, it's not that big.
No.
But it does have mats, so if the mat is included in the game box, then I can also once again add to size, because the mat, it doesn't seem very wide either, so I think it could potentially fit in the box as well. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I agree, but it says 45 to 90 minutes, which is also nice.
Yeah, it just looks like a cool game. Yeah.
Yeah. And if I get that one, I have 3 Witcher games. I can have a Witcher day.
You still got the original one? Okay.
I still have it. Yeah. I don't think I play it more on Steam these days. But for those who don't know, it's the Witcher, the adventure game. Play it on Steam. It's fun. It's depressing, but it's fun, I feel.
Yeah. So the next game I'm looking forward to is Ezra and Nehemiah.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't like Shane Phillips games.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I do. I love these games.
Is the arts. I just don't like the arts. But yeah, okay, continue.
It just hits that sweet spot for that complexity for me. It's the right complexity for me. It's not too heavy. It's a Goldilocks zone for complexity.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just all these mechanics. I really enjoy these games. I know you weren't crazy with them, but
I did order the last one. What's it called again?
Scholars.
Yes.
Scholars of the Kingdom. Oh.
No.
Did you get Wayfarers?
Wayfarers, that one. Yes.
Okay. So you didn't get Scholars and one after that.
No. Just Wayfarers. Yeah.
Did you like Wayfarers?
I'm dipping my toe back in the Shem Phillips waters, and I'm seeing.
Did you like Wayfarers?
I haven't played it. I don't have it yet.
Oh.
I ordered it.
You ordered it. Okay.
I think it's part of another Kickstarter, or I kickstarted it, or whatever, second edition. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely on the way. Maybe part of something else. I thought about the Legacy of You.
Yes, that's cool. I got that one.
But I've been on the fence a couple of times, but so far,
Rolling Right's really good. They
like I've said this before, it always comes back down to architects. I didn't think it was a bad game, but it also didn't convince me. And after that, I was just like, I actually want to try Paladins. Paladins looks interesting to me. That's the one that I really want to try.
I think all of them are good. Yes, I really enjoy them.
I will just enjoy. Just create a Shem Phillips day.
Yeah, and I also like the fact that the settings always is like historical settings, and it's just,
that's true.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I think it's coming. I think it's kickstarting on the 18th. So it's not this week.
Does it? What does it make? What does Ezra and Nehemiah? What does it make? Oh my God! What goodness! What makes it stand out? Ugh.
The theme.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The theme. And if you look at the board, I think it's taken a lot of the ideas from the Roll and Write game. It's very similar to that. Mm-hmm. But again, if you look at the board, it's a very busy board. And I haven't looked at the mechanics really. I know I'm going to trust it.
Yeah.
A lot of tracks.
I mean, it gets 8.4 already, and it's not even released.
Exactly. And you look at the comments. This is what the comments say. So impressed both times. There we are.
Yeah.
Garfield Games just has their loyal following. So I think, I don't know. I like the theme. The theme gives you don't like the art, but it feels like a move. When you watch a movie by your favorite director, you just get the same vibes and same.
Okay,
like Wes Anderson movies, they're all kind of the same in some ways, but it's what you want.
Okay, for Ezra and Nehemiah, the art is actually okay. Okay, for this one, it's okay. It doesn't bother me.
It's actually his brother Sam Phillips, a lot of people don't like his art.
Well, he's getting better.
Maybe he's getting better.
Finally took some classes.
I like his art. I do like it. Yeah.
Well, that's what art does, right? Art defines.
But for me, I just enjoy the historical themes of these games.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. My next one. Have you ever played Food Chain Magnate?
Yes.
Is it worth it? Because the special edition is coming out, which makes it a lot prettier and nicer. Probably also overpriced.
I think it's worth it. It's a kind of game that you're going to either love or you're going to hate. It's a game I actually played with Miguel, and I actually beat him in this game. With him and Matthew and Andrew. Remember Andrew?
Yeah.
But, for people who don't even know who that is. But
Of course,
I remember winning it. But the one thing that stood out for me with this game is that it's the kind of game that one mistake early and you're done. You have no chance.
Yeah. I've heard it a lot. Yeah.
Like there's certain upgrades that you really do need, and if you don't, what happens is there's certain upgrades. If you don't get it in the same round, someone else gets it, you can't get it. It's gone
Forever.
forever.
Oh, okay.
So if you get it early in front of other people, you got a massive advantage over them. It's one of the most unforgiving games I've ever played.
Well, it makes me think a little bit about Voidfall, because I told you we played it. I played it once with two people who played before, and they were all like, "Oh, this technology is out at the beginning of the game, and we have to choose the technology first." Now it's first player to choose, of course. So they're all like clamoring for that one technology, but it had to do with combat, and I had no idea yet how combat really worked. So I went for something else, because I'm not gonna choose something if I don't really know how it works specifically. So I chose something else. But then, of course, they all went for it, and there's only two people who can get that specific technology or something, and only one person can upgrade it to the max, and nobody else can. So even if you have the similar technology, you also have that pressure. And then afterwards, I felt like, if I had full knowledge of the game, I would have taken that too. But then for my own enjoyment, I chose for something that would fit my engine in the beginning. So I didn't really mind all that much. But yeah, I can imagine that for some people, so basically it's more like a high level gamer game then, I guess.
It's very much so. And as I said, it's one of those games that does not hold you by the hand.
Yeah.
Like, okay. It's very open. The game is incredibly open. But that's quite exciting to have this like open choices of what you want to do. But at the same time, it's incredibly brutal.
Yeah.
And very competitive, very interactive. And the game doesn't, as I said, the game leaves you out there in the wild. And it's great. It's a great game, but brutal. But at the same time, it was also ugly, the original one. So let's see how.
And also difficult to get.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see what it looks like when it comes.
Sure with that. What else am I looking forward to? What about here? The expansion for Obsession.
Same here, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be so cool.
But didn't you tell me that you didn't like Obsession because it looked cheap?
No, yes, but I played it. I finally played it. I loved it.
Okay.
And I'm still angry. I kind of want. That's the game I want to have a proper. Because the guy who makes it's the only game he's ever made, right? And he puts so much love into that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't like the fact that they use stock photos for the characters. I hate the fact that they're so ugly.
Yeah, they should use animals. I agree.
Victorian animals. But I don't know. I just think it does bother me that they just use stock photos of some dead people from.
But yeah, the expansion with the characters is very interesting.
Yeah, it's a cool game. It's such a cool game.
Yeah,
and metal coins. It's gonna come with metal coins as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got the game too?
Yeah. It's one of the few games my wife likes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we were even going to do recording, but I think something happened, and then I never got to edit it or whatever. I'm not sure.
I just wish that it was a second edition came out with art.
Well, I'm sure.
Even like the building, like the room tiles, it's just words. It's just
what we'll do? We'll send an email and we'll send the contact details of Awakened Realms to him and say, hey, why don't you have a talk?
I want miniatures.
Have a chat with them. Like a really thick,
miniatures, all the characters.
A really thick storybook. Oh, you recruited Josephine, page 75. Josephine.
I want miniatures.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care what the story.
Like a gigantic miniature that covers the whole room. I know the room is now such a big tile that
exactly. And little characters you can move on it. Yes.
Or you can buy scenery. So now it's an actual room.
So that's what I'm looking forward to then.
Okay. Well, for me, what is left? Well, the Heroes of Land and Air Sea, Land, Air, and Sea reprint, but we don't have to talk too much about it because we both know it's really good. It doesn't offer anything new for us, but people
I'm
who don't know,
disappointed about that. They just said, I think it's just a one
just
character, I think one mercenary thing,
yeah. So I
and
don't, I don't,
and the player mat.
I don't really care about it. I just wanted to mention it for people who don't know the game. You should go and check it out because it is a really good game.
You still have it.
Yeah, I decided not to sell it.
I painted it, so
Yeah, I know. I played your painted version, I think.
I want to play it again.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
it
such
is
a good
really good.
game. I was disappointed not to hear about another faction. At least one more faction. Come on, there's one.
Yeah,
Faction.
exactly. Anything.
Yeah.
Maybe a better way to represent the water factions instead of that stupid blue thing to cover everything.
That was so lame, right?
It's
Like
still there.
the flying one, I get that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Flying one, but the water was just lame.
No, yeah. The one that I'm looking forward is Keep the Heroes Out boss battles. So I already have Keep the Heroes Out. I gave it away as well in giveaway and everything. I made so many videos about it by Louis Bruet. Basically, you are the monsters. The heroes are trying to get into the dungeon and steal all the liberate all the gold, and you're trying to stop them. And this time it introduces basically more powerful minions. So there's like Medusa in there that I saw that you can use, and a whole new mechanic where you have actually a boss in the dungeon, and it's just very cute. It's a lot of fun to play solo as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
And my last one is, the top 100, my favorite game of all time, the new Nemesis.
Don't spoil it.
Nemesis Retaliation.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this game. Oh, it's going to be aliens.
Yeah.
So they've already said they're going to reduce the miniatures size, so they can be more. It can have more scope now, so more epic, more basically, so you can have more aliens on on the board. So basically, it's going to be like you're going to basically try and shoot hordes of aliens now. So it's going to go like the movies, like the transition from the first Aliens to Aliens, where it went from survival horror in a spaceship to a Vietnam movie, the Marines fighting hordes of enemies. It's going to be that. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be basically action packed rather than the survival horror of the Nemesis, the first two games.
You think they'll eventually introduce Predator?
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a different game though.
Aliens.
I'm actually looking forward to it because Awakened Realms, but every year they basically show the next 4 games they're going to make. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do next year. So because this is the last one because they had the Stalker game, they had what was the first one? They just had now that the
Dragon Eclipse. Yeah.
Dragon Eclipse. They had what's the first game they did this year? I don't remember.
The Dice.
The Dice, and there was another game. Was it was it the sequel to I think it was the Tainted Grail.
King of Ruin or whatever.
And so, and now this is going to be the last game for the year, which is going to be the Nemesis Retaliation. No. And they did say it's the final one.
No.
So, I'm everything they do. I really enjoy. I know it's over the top. I know the rule books are awful. Awakening Realms rule books are awful, but I really love their games.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, I only played with you, and I've been close to backing some Nemesis games as well, but I haven't done it yet. Maybe this time, I don't know. We'll see.
Which would you rather have, the horror one or the action one?
I'd have to really think about which one I would be more likely to table, like also for myself and the people around me as well. I think the action one is going to be more fun solo, because horror solo,
true,
yeah, it's more fun with other people, I think. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I can't predict it. That kind of half and half brings us to the main topic. Okay, so the main topic is for the tomorrow or 2 days from now. We'll see. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. And like I said in the earlier podcast, we record every 2 weeks. So next week will be a break. And at the end of that week, we will record again. And then we will see new podcasts appear. So stay tuned. And also, if you have any topics you want us to talk about or whatever, just please let us know anywhere you want, the socials, the places where you listen to this podcast or whatever. Okay? This was So Many Games All the Time. My name is Joachim and always will be. Have a very nice day.